Matakiupi Kokepeshni Najumila. In Lakota, my name is Stands Not Afraid. Today I was asked to speak a little bit about the Pipestone Quarry. It's very sacred to Indigenous people. Once upon a time, a sacred woman walked amongst our people, and she brought us the sacred pipe in order that we could communicate with our ancestors, that we could send our voice through the sacred chanupa, we call it in our language. The Pipestone Quarry is where we go and harvest our stone to make these sacred chanupas, and it's a very significant place, not only to my Lakota people, but to all indigenous nations. The chanupa ceremony is used throughout the world and all through Native country, all through Turtle Island. Our people are united in prayer, and whenever we heard that there's a pipeline coming to threaten the Pipestone Quarry, it's going to be a call to action for all indigenous people all over Turtle Island. We can't let any desecration or destruction of this sacred place happen. And there's no disputing the significance and sacredness of the Pipestone Quarry. It's just like the struggle and the fight for sacred water. The sacred Pipestone Quarry, it's important to all indigenous people, so we need everybody to come together and use your resources, use your bodies, use your spirits, by every means necessary, and any means necessary. We have to protect the Pipestone Quarry for our future generations so that we can live. So a lot of sun dancers out there and a lot of relatives who use the sacred chanupa, it's time for you to put action to that prayer. It's time to put action to words and come up and stand up for the Pipestone Quarry. Bring your chanupas, bring your sacred pipes, because our pipeline is more powerful than their pipeline. And together, relatives, we can stop this pipeline, and we have to stop this pipeline.
I guess while our current governor Waltz was campaigning, he had made a pledge no new pipelines that I saw. I don't know if you saw it or whatever, but he's currently running for vice president. Is there a message you would tell to Minnesotans who are not natives, who are watching the elections? Is there anything you wish that you could communicate to them that might not be familiar with the histories?
I really don't speak too much on politics, but I would encourage all the people to look at indigenous issues within their communities and their areas, and helping indigenous-led fights, because whenever you support indigenous people, you're supporting Mother Earth. And for us, it's whatever state that we live in, we're dealing with politicians. So in some states, the Republicans are harder on natives, and in other states, the Democrats are harder on natives. So it's just the government, and it's different sides of the same coin. But, really research your candidates and choose them carefully. I guess I could say about that much when it comes to the politics of it,
And is there anything that you also just wish that you kind of think about, that you just wish you could share with anybody listening?
I think it's time in a native country that we all come together, put all our differences aside, politics aside. All of our people need us to come together and, on a united front. So let's come together, relatives, everywhere you're at, and stand up and resist, fight for your lands, for your sacred water, for your sacred places, and for your future generations.
Thank you.
Oh, straight.